everyone. Thank you for joining me again today on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be doing a process video of a very quick page that I made using some of my favorite papers, which are plaids and wood grain. I'll be using these photos of my son and my grandson. I do have them covered up for privacy reasons. I started with a frame style foundation. I cut the paper down to 10 by 10 for the white and 9 3/4 square for the wood grain. I will be using some embellishments from Echo Park, and I think that's about it. So I'm going to get started on this. I know how I want to lay the photos out. Because the two boys are looking in the lower photo are looking towards the left, I wanted to make sure that those were on the right hand side of the page so they're not looking off the page. I'm going to add these tags, which are some ephemera from I believe it's the Little Lumberjack line from Echo Park, but they also have one called Let's Lumberjack, and they may have gotten mixed up. Either way, they're Echo Park. And then this compass type directional arrow is actually from Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, and I thought it worked out well to cover up that trapped white space in the center. I am inking the added pieces using gathered twig from Tim Holtz, and I'm going to get my photos down and we'll see where we go from there. So now I'm going to look at the sticker sheet from the Little Lumberjack line and try and decide which of the stickers looks best. I tried two different ones and I thought the black one worked better. The white one was just a little too bright and contrasty on the dark paper. So I added that on and couldn't find anything else really. So I went to my dies, and I have this bear die, which is also from Echo Park, and cut it out of black cardstock. And I'm using these black foam strips. Actually, they were micro squares, which I didn't realize when I took them out. And I guess the first row wasn't cut all the way because I did cut it with my scissors. But if I had paid attention, I would have seen that they were tiny little squares that I could have just picked off and put where I needed them. I like to use black foam tape or foam squares when I'm using black die cuts. Especially on dark paper, because then the foam doesn't show through on the edges. It really looks a lot better in the finished product. So I'm going to get that stuck down, and then the page is almost finished. I was trying to think of a title, and I ended up thinking, well, all of these pictures were taken because my daughter-in-law brings my grandson over to the job at lunchtime to see my son on occasion. So although these photos were all taken on different days, they were all taken at lunchtime. So I decided to go with a title, Lunch Break. And I'm using some cork letters from Thickers. And I looked at a couple of wood grain letters that I had, and they were too dark and they didn't really show up on the page. And I thought cork was a natural material, so that'll work out fine. I do put my letters onto wax paper to determine the spacing, because then I can move it around and see how it's going to fit before I commit to it. So I decided that this one I was going to sort of stagger the two words to get them to fit on the page. And I do apologize that my head keeps getting in the shot. I'm very short, and so trying to reach across the table to put things down and keep them straight is a challenge for me. Anyway, here's the finished page. I did add some of the cork punctuation that was on the sheet over in this corner with the bear so that I could bring the cork down to that side of the page, and I think it helped to balance it out. I'm really pleased with the page. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I do have some close-ups here for you to look at, and thank you very much for viewing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I would appreciate it very much if you would subscribe to my channel. Have a great day and enjoy being creative.